What's going on, people? We're here. So, obviously the beloved club Arsenal I support. For those who don't know, my name is Quams, aka Technical Centre Backs. Where do I start? Arsenal versus Wolverhampton. Big game. It was a big game. For me, it was a big game, but I just feel like the team didn't turn up. The fact that we've been drawing the last couple of games. I mean, we drew away to Palace, we drew at home to Liverpool, and then we was faced with Wolverhampton at home. 3 points, you say? An easy game, you say? Oh, no. No Wolverhampton. You know, I've watched Wolverhampton a lot before, you know, against City, against United, against Tottenham. And, alright, maybe they didn't get the results that they deserved, or the results didn't go the way that they planned, but in terms of the way that they played. But they're a very difficult team to break down. Very organised team. And I feel like for us, we underestimated them. We thought after us playing against Liverpool, obviously raising our game against Liverpool and like actually pinning them back and everything like that, putting the pressure on Liverpool, we thought this would be a cruise. This would be an easy 3 points on a Sunday, but it wasn't. It wasn't to be. It actually, in fact, was a very disappointing game. Final score ended 1-1. We was very lucky. Like, obviously you'll see in my AFTV interview, we were so lucky to even get a draw. I feel like Wolverhampton, they deserved it. They deserved the 3 points, to be honest. I think we didn't even turn up from the start, from when the whistle went. Wolves just literally, they knew they had a game plan. They came to the Emirates with a game plan and they actually executed it. Not perfectly, but close enough. If they obviously defended our equalising goal from Mkhitaryan, but I don't even know where to start. I'll start with the lineup. Obviously, Leno in goal, Bellerin right back, Mustafi holding centre back, Kolasinac left back. I'll come to Kolasinac in a bit. Don't worry. Torreira, Xhaka in the middle, Iwobi, Ozil, Aubameyang, and Lacazette. I'll go to Kolasinac. Yeah. There's a lot of heat, a lot of people talking about Kolasinac, a lot of people saying that this guy shouldn't even be in the team. Why are we paying him 190k a week? Is he worth it? Blah blah blah. Look, for me, like, I can't lie, I do prefer Kolasinac over, let's say, Jenkinson and that, because obviously Jenkinson's playing out of position. But for tonight, Kolasinac got found out by Costa, I think, and I think Wolverhampton, they used. Their strengths was our weaknesses in terms of Costa on the right. It was just literally going at Kolasinac, and Kolasinac wasn't switched on. I feel like obviously he's coming back. Let's bear in mind, like, guys, let's bear in mind that he's coming back from an injury, long-term injury. He's been out for a long time, so he's not 100% fit. He's not max sharp. You know what I mean? He ain't got that awareness that you need, especially at the left back. And I think Wolves, they preyed on it. They done well. He was giving the ball away, wasn't winning his headers, first and second challenges, just simple passes, you know, under passing the ball, under hitting the ball. I don't want to come down too hard on the guy, because, you know, I've been there where there's just certain games that or there's just a game that you have in your career, or just like when you're playing football where it's just nothing's just going right, and I think today was that day. Now obviously people are like, just hook him off, take him off at half time, blah blah blah. And I can understand that, but it's very hard to say who you're going to replace him with. Obviously, putting Jenkinson on, yeah, alright, cool. Maybe you would have done a better job, but was he faster? Is he faster than Kolasinac? And can he even match Costa as well? I probably don't think so. I think Costa was just on his game today. Maitland-Niles, I mean, a lot of people mention Maitland-Niles. Maybe if he came on, that he would have maybe made a difference. I don't know, but I just think that left back, it was a poor game from Kolasinac. I'm really disappointed with that. Bearing in mind that obviously, like, he did come on, was it the last 15-20 minutes against Liverpool, and he did put in a good shift. He did, you know, he did play well. Oh, actually no, he played longer than that, isn't it? Yeah, he put in a good shift against Liverpool. So this is why we're just questioning. But it's just the mentality, guys. You have to question the mentality. How can we go from playing against Liverpool, top 6, yeah, matching them, to, no disrespect to Wolves and the Wolves fans, but going to a lesser club, or a lesser club coming to us, and we're not matching them at home. Now I can imagine like that performance away, but at home, that's not good enough. is simply not good enough. Obviously with the goal, Xhaka, mistake, not concentrating, letting the ball come across your body. He's done it a few times. He's been doing it for a long time, and I think like a lot of the guys that I was saying today, he'll have that outstanding game like he had against Liverpool, and then fuck up and make like 3 mistakes in the next 3 games or whatever. He's never been just consistent. And obviously a lot of the managers, well, not a lot of the managers, Wenger favoured Xhaka, Emery's favouring Xhaka at the moment. I just think that today he just wasn't on the ball. He wasn't in the game. Torreira, I thought, was probably the man of the match, along with Leno, who made some key saves. My gosh, some really good saves. But Torreira just had that heart, and he's going to be a vital player for us in terms of, grinding out results or just making sure that the cogs are still turning in the team, because we need it. We do need that. We need that energy. Boy, I just thought, first half was just poor, very flat. Didn't really exploit their back four. I thought Wolves, the way that Wolves was set out, they were very, very compact. They kind of forced us to play wide, and this is what I was saying in my last thing, that we're dying out for wingers, or crying out for wingers, because you can't rely on Iwobi, can't rely on Aubameyang to whip in balls. Do you know what I mean? Like, and this is what, when you look at like the top 6 teams, or you look at your cities and that, you see they got their Mahrez, they got Sterling, Bernardo Silva, Mendy, Kyle Walker. All these people can deliver balls and deliver it with pace, and that's something that's lacking from our team. It's only lucky enough if you get Xhaka maybe whipping in a ball, or Kolasinac, or Bellerin's balls are usually just either like kind of just like grass cutters, across the ground. Just kind of trickles across the ground, or it's like a lofted ball into the back post. There's no one's like whipping in that ball. So I really think that that's something that we need to address. Yes, it's still early, so I don't want to get onto Arsenal too much. I don't want to get onto my team because I still love them. But we just have to wait and see. This is like a transitional period for us. And we are still unbeaten. Not that we should be celebrating that fact, because we should, when we come to teams, or when teams come to us like that, Wolverhampton, we should be winning at home. So, for now, alright, cool. It feels like a loss. Even though we drew, we feel it's like a loss. We caught life. We was very, very lucky to come away with a point, 100%. Because even the last 20 minutes of the game, Wolves are hitting us on the counter, even though they were doing that throughout the game. I think when Traore came on, he really, really tested Rob Holding's pace. And like Rob Holding got caught out of position a few times. It's not his fault, because he's not the quickest. And probably if you match Traore up with most of the centre-backs in the league, he'd probably burn them all. Do you know what I mean? Apart from, like your Van Dijks and that, maybe there might be a bit more positionally prepared for it. But, the guy is quick. He is quick. And like I said, credit to Leno, because Leno actually did cover, or did make a lot of good saves, like last minute saves. They did hit the crossbar as well in the last minute, so we're very lucky with that. But hey, just disappointed like with the whole team as a performance. I thought playing Iwobi on the opposite wing and not playing him on the left kind of like stifled his game. Giving the ball away, like he was making like those crossfield balls. He was trying to like whip it to the right, but he wasn't really whipping it. It kept getting cut out. Credit to Wolves' defensive back line. I thought Castro played well at left back. He anticipated the ball very well. I thought Bolly played really well, marking Lacazette, and he was literally onto Lacazette. He's big, like he's huge. The man is huge. Do you know what I mean? Pause. He is huge. And I think he made his presence felt. Every time Lacazette got the ball, he was literally touch tight on him. And as a defender, that's how you're supposed to be, especially when you're playing against class strikers. You can't really let them turn, you can't let them get into the groove. So I understand what Bolly was doing, and they done it well. All of them. Was it Duffy, I think? Number 2, Duffy for Wolverhampton as well. He played well. They all played decently well, you know what I mean? And it's like we hardly had any shots. On target. It was all round. It was poor, and we were so lucky to get that. That was probably one of the only crosses that we put in, and lucky enough, of all people, Mkhitaryan was the one who got on the end of it. And I thought when Mkhitaryan came on, he did make a slight difference. I thought Guendouzi, when he came on as well for Iwobi, he made a difference. Did take a lot of did take too many touches on the ball, and I think like that game it needed fast pace, like fast tempo, like how we played against Liverpool. But all in all, managed to escape. I don't know how. Trust me, I don't know how. We managed to escape with a draw, so I'll take the point. I'll take the fact that we still haven't lost for a long time. And, you know, this is a transitional period, so for now, we're just going to have to be patient. And, you know, we're going to have to understand that not all these players are Emery's players. There's still Wenger's players. I'm sure there's players that he wants to maybe push out, well, not push out the club, but let go during the January transfer window, and definitely during the summer. He wants to bring in new players, and we definitely need a winger. Crying out for wingers. People saying about like, should we bring back Reece Nelson? I don't know. Like, should we? Aren't we gonna kill his mojo? Like, he's doing well. Let the boy play. Let him grow as a player, I think. You know what I mean? And then it's like a lot of pressure, like bringing him back, saying that, yeah, you're that guy. You're gonna be that guy that's gonna save us. I think it's too much pressure, and we don't want to stifle his development as a player. What else did I say? Costa, yeah, Kolasinac, yeah. I just think that just Wolves were just better on the counter. They mentally they were prepared to play at the Emirates. They were ready to play. They were looking forward to it, and they literally enjoyed themselves. It looked like they enjoyed themselves, had full control of the game, and we were just second best. And yeah, Leno saved us. Literally, Leno saved us. So that's all I can say, guys. We have to pick ourselves up now. I guess the international break couldn't have come at a better time. Probably can help some of the players reflect. Some other players get back to full fitness and, you know, sharpness with Kolasinac and that. But it's just a bit. It's a disappointing thing. Disappointing way to, you know, to end or to leave for the international break. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know, guys, man. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm not buzzing today. I'm not buzzing, but I still love my team. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, it's moments like these or it's games like this where you still have to support them, you still have to back them, because they're not perfect. And I guess even when we're playing shit, we still manage to grind out a result. That's a good thing. That is a good point, and that shows that we've got character. But we can't, you know, when we're coming up against Tottenham, I think we've got Tottenham in December, we can't be playing like that, because, you know what I mean, Tottenham are just as organised as Wolverhampton are, and they will hit us on the counter if we're not careful. And if we're not prepared mentally, then we, you know what I mean, we could get embarrassed at home, and I don't want that to happen, and I'm sure the players don't. But we have to just bring the same momentum, the same mentality that we had for the Liverpool game. We have to bring it into every single game, and that's our biggest problem, is that consistency and having that killer instinct of, do you know what I mean, like finishing off our chances, you know, maybe getting a shot off or something. Like, we need to be more clinical. Can't wait till the last 10-15 minutes to then like start picking up the pace. It don't work like that, not in the Premier League. So yeah, international break. What was it? Torreira's playing against, well, it's Uruguay versus Brazil on Friday, so I'll be there as well. Maybe I'll give you a nice little match report. I'm trying to think if I've covered everything. I think I've covered everything. Just obviously the back four. Yeah, Kolasinac had a poor game. Holding, I thought, still played decent, even though he did get a bit caught out in the last 10 minutes of the game with Traore's speed. But it wasn't his fault. Mustafi, mediocre game. Making rash decisions, not winning the ball. Didn't really do well against Jimenez and Caballero. Right back, Bellerin, I don't know, like, I like him. Has he improved since last season? Yes, but is he a better right back? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Because he should be doing these basics, and it's, you know, there's times where he's running back, he's not fully getting back, like goal side. When he's going forward, it's like he's lost his pace and his strength. You know what I mean? Like, you need to, as a right back, you need to be strong, you need to be powerful, and I just think that when you look at some of the other fullbacks in the league, you know, even your Robertsons, even though he's still small, Trent Alexander-Arnold, even though he's got a small frame, very slim, he's got that strength, and I feel like Bellerin's lacking that, and that's something that needs to be addressed as well, like ASAP. But yeah, 1 point, we're very, very lucky. Up the Arsenal, up the Gooners. I love my team. Come on. But yeah, 1 point. Lucky. I'm gone. Peace.